and some of the criticisms that Elon Musk has made, I think, are misjudged and certainly misinformed.
We're going to shake things up. It's going to be a revolution. And we're headed towards, I think, a fantastic future.
Is Elon Musk the unlikely hero who will bring justice to victims of child abuse? Or is he recklessly interfering in matters he doesn't understand?
Child sexual exploitation abuse, I do think that online giants, social media companies have got a big part to play.
At the end of the day, you're being taxed. You're being taxed. All government spending is taxation. So whether it's direct tax...
As Labour MPs struggle to respond to his accusations, we're left wondering who's really looking out for the victims in all of this. Elon Musk's sudden dive into UK politics has left many scratching their heads. Why would the tech billionaire take aim at Keir Starmer and the Labour Party now? The answer lies in a series of explosive tweets that hit the political landscape like a missile on January 3rd, 2025. Musk unleashed a barrage of over 40 posts in just 24 hours, accusing Starmer of being complicit in crimes related to historic child abuse cases involving grooming gangs. He didn't stop there. Musk went as far as calling for King Charles to dissolve the UK government and demand a new election for the sake and security of Britain.
In helping us to identify and prosecute perpetrators of child sexual exploitation and abuse. So whether it's...
The people have spoken. The people want change. And we're going to give it to them.
Talk about dropping a bombshell. But what evidence does Musk claim to have? He points to Starmer's tenure as head of the Crown Prosecution Service from 2008 to 2013, alleging that serious crimes weren't properly prosecuted during this time. Musk didn't mince words, stating, Starmer must go and he must face charges for his complicity in the worst mass crime in the history of Britain. The backlash from Labour MPs was swift and fierce. Health Secretary Wes Streeting fired back, calling Musk's comments misjudged and certainly misinformed.
Elon Musk or anyone else, if those leaders of those giants want to work with this government, we're willing to work with tech giants to make sure that we keep young...
The border's obviously going to be wide open. We're going to see government spending go ballistic. It's inflation go nuts.
Other Labour officials suggested Musk should focus on issues in his own backyard rather than meddling in UK politics. But is this just damage control, or do they have a point? Musk's tweets have ignited a firestorm of controversy, highlighting the immense power of social media in shaping political narratives. With a single tweet, he's managed to put the Labour Party on the defensive and reignite discussions about historical child abuse cases. It's a stark reminder of how platforms like Twitter can amplify voices and criticisms in ways traditional media simply can't match. But let's not forget the potential diplomatic fallout. Musk's involvement in UK politics isn't new. He's previously supported far-right groups in Germany and advocated for the release of controversial figures like Tommy Robinson. These actions have already raised eyebrows among Labour MPs. Now, with his direct attack on the Prime Minister, we're left wondering, could this spark a diplomatic crisis between the UK and US? As Labour officials scramble to address the situation, there's a growing concern about the long-term implications of Musk's tweets. Will this force a reckoning with historical child abuse cases in the UK, or will it simply lead to more political mudslinging?
Government takes the issue of child sexual exploitation incredibly seriously. We've seen harrowing...
Your money is being wasted, and the Department of Government Efficiency is going to fix that.
One thing's for certain. Labour's attempts at damage control are about to be put to the test. How they handle this crisis could make or break their political future. Will they crumble under the pressure or find a way to turn the tables on Musk's accusations? As Elon Musk's tweets about Keir Starmer and child abuse cases went viral, Labour found itself in a precarious position. How would they respond to such serious allegations from a high-profile figure? Their initial strategy seemed to be downplaying Musk's accusations, but this approach quickly proved inadequate.
Reports and experiences of abuse of victims who've been brave enough to come forward and speak up about.
America's just not just going to be great. America is going to reach heights that it has never seen before. The future is going to be amazing.
Health Secretary Wes Streeting took the lead in Labour's response, dismissing Musk's comments as misjudged and certainly misinformed. He emphasized the government's commitment to tackling child sexual exploitation and even expressed a willingness to work with Musk on the issue. But was this conciliatory tone the right move, or did it inadvertently lend credibility to Musk's claims? The real fumble came during a live TV interview where Streeting struggled to effectively address Musk's allegations. His attempts to pivot back to the government's commitment to implementing recommendations from child abuse inquiries fell flat. Viewers were left wondering, if Labour had nothing to hide, why couldn't they offer a more robust defence? Adding to the confusion, conflicting statements began to emerge from Labour officials. While Streeting tried to engage with Musk's accusations, Health Minister Andrew Gwynne took a different tack, suggesting that Musk should focus on American issues instead. This lack of a unified message raised eyebrows. Was Labour caught off guard, or was there internal disagreement about how to handle the situation? Public reaction to Labour's handling of the crisis was swift and largely negative. Social media users expressed frustration at what they perceived as inaction from the party. Many pointed out that addressing child sexual exploitation was the government's responsibility, not Musk's.
Those brave whistleblowers who've been willing to speak up, and frankly we've seen some shocking examples of how political correctness was able to get in the way.
Overregulation is not turned around, we will never get to Mars. It just will be illegal. And then we'll be a one-planet civilization.
The criticism highlighted a growing disconnect between Labour's response and public expectations. As the controversy continued to snowball, the potential political consequences for Labour became increasingly apparent. Analysts warned that the party's credibility could suffer if they failed to take decisive action. The question on everyone's mind: could this crisis derail Labour's political ambitions? In a surprising turn of events, calls for an inquiry into historic child abuse cases began to intensify. Even within Labour's own ranks, voices like Shadow Home Secretary Chris Philp urged for a public inquiry into the handling of grooming gangs. This shift in focus from defending against Musk's accusations to addressing the underlying issues marked a significant development in the unfolding drama. As Labour grapples with this crisis, one thing is clear: their fumbled response has opened the door to broader implications. Will this controversy force a long overdue reckoning with historical child abuse cases in the UK, or will it simply become another chapter in the ongoing saga of political scandals?
Going after perpetrators of these serious crimes. We're not going to let that happen. This government is committed to implementing the recommendations.
Incredibly excited about the future, and the public has given us a mandate.
The Musk-Labour showdown has exposed a new era of political vulnerability in the age of social media. With a few tweets, Elon Musk managed to put the entire Labour Party on the defensive, forcing them to address long-buried issues. It's a stark reminder of how easily wealthy individuals can rewrite political narratives, raising serious questions about the need for campaign finance reform. But this controversy isn't just about Musk's influence. It's potentially forcing a long overdue reckoning with historical child abuse cases in the UK. The Labour Party's fumbled response has only intensified calls for a public inquiry into the handling of grooming gangs. As MP Stella Creasy pointed out, this incident highlights the urgent need to reassess how we protect our democratic institutions from the outsized influence of tech moguls. As the dust settles, both Musk and Labour find themselves in uncharted waters. Will Labour's credibility sink under the weight of these accusations, or will they find a way to swim against the tide of public opinion? And what about Musk? Has he overplayed his hand, or will this intervention cement his status as a political influencer? One thing's certain: this controversy has ignited a debate about the power of social media in shaping political realities, and it's unlikely to die down anytime soon.